Welcome to the VWell podcast, real conversations with our experts about our mission to revolutionize wellness in body, mind, and soul. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to our very first VWell podcast, where we bring you interviews with our expert instructors. Today we have Brianna. I am delighted to have you. You have over 20 years of experience teaching all sorts of fitness modalities, ranging from wellness practices like nutrition to recovery to exercise. So let's just dive in and get to know you and what wellness is for you.
Sounds good. Happy to be here.
Thank you. So tell me, how did your personal wellness journey begin?
I was a new mom and I needed a nursery, and I joined a gym that had a nursery. So honestly, that's how it began, as funny as that seems. In high school, I played sports, but I wasn't that dedicated. So I loved it from the very beginning. It was honestly for me to have some time to myself, which I think is really important for people. So I joined a gym, I had young kids, and I loved working out and became part of a community, which is really important too. So I think that, for group fitness, being part of a community is really important, and it adds to the value of that.
What would you say, what or who has been the biggest influence on your wellness journey?
Well, I think Kendall at first, and then different leaders at Exhale. Fred and Liz, of course, and then Julia Sutton. She and I were pretty close. I felt like she was a mentor for me in that space. A lot of other just well-known yoga teachers really set me on the path, and I started as an Ashtangi, so having that kind of background, Ashtanga yoga too made a huge impact in my life, and really as did fitness in general, and taking care of yourself and really using movement as medicine to make you feel good.
Was there a moment that you were aware that this is your path, you were just going with this?
Yeah, I really think that when the opportunity arose for me to move, to leave Dallas, and I had that opportunity that I took it. It was definitely what I wanted to do. I was very excited, and it happened at a very opportune time.
Now, just getting into some fun specifics. So, what would you say is your favorite healthy food?
My protein shake. I usually have a protein shake, I would say 4 or 5 days a week. So it's easy for me to do in the morning, mix a little fruit, some protein, a bunch of other nutrients in, and then I can take it with me. It's very portable. Put it in a little cooler and, take it with me. And that's my morning. And I feel like it just sets me up for success for the day.
Excellent. Now, I use the word in quotes. What's your favorite unhealthy snack or food?
Yeah, I love ice cream. So that's probably, I like all sweets, I think, but I love ice cream. So I'm not going to give that up. Although I do make my own, and I use coconut milk a lot of times. So that makes it a little better than, other dairy products.
Well, there you go. I don't think you should ever give
up. Never. No.
What has been your most consistent wellness practice, or has that shifted, or is there something that's always been?
Oh, yoga. Always. Always yoga. So I always come back to that. I feel like it's my rock. It's my consistent practice. It's always there for me. It's always evolving. I'll always have it, which I love it. It's just such a circular practice. It never really ends. You just keep going.
I love that. Well, going in the opposite direction, if you weren't teaching wellness and doing those, what other career do you think you would have, or that you would like to have?
Yeah, so I have thought about that, and I may actually do this. I love to travel, and I think I'd love to be a travel advisor.
Okay, that's great. Do those still exist? I guess they do.
They do quite a lot, yeah. As a matter of fact, I use one. So a lot of times we travel a lot, and so when we travel, we do use an advisor. There are certain perks that are well worth it. And I think too, just trying to specialize even in the wellness community, it's big, it's huge right now and growing. So that way it's a tie-in. Yeah.
If you, is there a wellness modality you've tried, and no judgment, that just has not worked for you, or you don't get it, or it just isn't what you need or want?
Yeah, I was into running for a while and then into cycling for a while, and I don't anymore and I don't miss it. So that's not
Okay.
something yeah.
Any reason why?
No, I mean, not in particular. I just like other things better. I think other things just suit me better. I'm happier there. And it's important to do something that you love. So, however you move your body, whatever fitness exercise you're doing, I mean, it needs to speak to you and you should like it. So, you stick with it.
Right, right. That's the
Mhm.
consistency is everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any particular book or any resource or something that you know is a touchstone that you go back to that you use all the time?
I thought about that. I mean, some of the first sort of spiritual books that I read, I took a class on world religions that really opened my eyes to other things that
Mm.
I really enjoyed. It's been a long time. I still have that book. And The Way of the Peaceful Warrior is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Many Minds, Many Masters. I mean, there's several books that I read, as I started my more spiritual journey
Mm-hmm.
that have stuck with me. The Ashtanga practice, that has stuck with me because it's something I can always come back to. Those are a few.
Excellent. Excellent. Um, if you were sort of a theoretical question, if you're stuck on a desert island and you can bring only one wellness, fitness tool of any kind or spiritual, what would you take with you and why?
Oh, without a doubt, my mat. So my
Okay.
yoga mat, and I've had it for 20-ish years. I mean, it's a manduka; they never wear out. Right?
Wow. Wow. The same man,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I love that. I love that that would be your choice. Um,
Hmm.
Do you, in your wellness or your practice, do you believe in setting goals? Do you have things that you know, whether, or do they have any kind of shape to that, or is it more just moment to moment and experiential?
Both. So I've set lots of goals. So I've run a couple of half marathons. I've competed as a bodybuilder. So all of those are very goal oriented, and I like
Mm-hmm.
to be challenged. And I've done a lot of different sports that are really challenging that I have goals to accomplish. But then also, I think a more holistic approach or an intuitive approach also works really well. Some people they're better with actually setting goals and moving toward that achievement all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, I can vacillate between the two. Just kind of depends on where I am, what I'm looking to do, and how I want to grow
Mm-hmm.
in the moment, really.
Mm. 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 What's the best compliment you've ever received?
I don't know that I can think of one, but I really appreciate it when people that you've taught some of your students when they appreciate you. So if you've changed their life in some way,
Mm.
or they say to you, "Wow, you've changed my life in some way. This has made a difference for me," then
Mm.
those are the kind of compliments that stick with you.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, that's very
Mhm.
meaningful.
It is. It is.
Very meaningful. Is there a word or a phrase or something when you're teaching that you feel you use all the time, maybe too much, maybe you just notice that you use it a lot?
Well, there's certain things that I've said like this is going to be so fun, which usually means it's going to be really hard, or um, like 500 more because I'm a terrible counter. So, if you're trying to count. So, those two things, so fun and 500 more, those are kind of some catchphrases that I might say, and it gets a laugh usually.
Good. I can
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking back over your whole wellness journey and everything you've learned and experienced, is there anything that you would advise your younger self or wish you knew back then that you know now?
Hmm. Just things like go with the flow. Everything's changing. It's there for a reason. It's more like encouragement. Try not to get frustrated. We all do. It's just natural human nature. But those just acceptance and know that you're on the path and you
Mm.
choose your path. Like you are your choices. And so stay with that, live up
Mm-hmm.
to that, honor
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest change you've seen in wellness since you've been involved?
Well, it does evolve. Like there's usually whatever's hot, at the moment. So it was
Mm-hmm.
yoga and bar, and now it's Pilates. So I think that it's very cyclical,
Mm-hmm.
like that, ebbs and flows, and there's certain trends. Also, just functionality, like functional medicine, functional movement, so that where you can integrate the both of those, and live a healthy lifestyle. Longevity right now is very hot, very in the moment, and it should be like we all want to live better longer. We don't just want to live longer. I certainly don't, but I want to feel good the whole time. So I think that is coming around.
Mm-hmm.
And that there's a little bit of something for everyone. So it's more of picking what speaks to you, what you enjoy, so you will stick with it. It's like everybody doesn't have to go hard or easy for that matter. There's
Mm-hmm.
something for everybody out there. Lots of
Mm-hmm.
choices.
Yeah. I mean, that's you sort of answered my next question, was where do you see it heading, or where would you like to see it head? Is that the right direction?
Yeah, I think so. And then for more and more people, so it's accessible to all, and it doesn't feel like fitness is just for a few, but
Mm-hmm.
it's for everyone. And especially as just the population evolves and grows and we become more global and there's more social media, like there's just so much information out there. And it's, you've got to wade through that too. So that makes it harder, not necessarily easier.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see a bigger population care about their health and well-being.
Mm. Well, that is exactly our mission with VWell, which
Uh-huh.
leads me to the next question, which is, you're one of our founding experts. We're excited. Depending on when you're listening to this, we're about to launch. We'll soon be launching, or have launched already, and it's a great success. But what attracted you to want to be one of our experts for VWell?
I love the mission, the idea that this is wellness for everyone. And I appreciate Fred DeVito, Liz Halfpat,
Mm-hmm.
um, letting me know that this was a great opportunity. So
For
I look
those
up
for
to
those who are
them.
listening, those are two of our advisors who are great,
Hmm.
who are instrumental in the bar industry and movement. But sorry to interrupt you, but just they
Oh
were
no,
part of
that's
it. Yeah.
exactly who. So I respect them, and so that I appreciated that too. So I'm
Mm.
here for it.
Excellent, excellent.
Mhm.
And then finally, what's the impact that you want to have with your teaching, or with what you share with people? Is there a feeling that's consistent, or maybe it's evolved? But what is it? What excites you to do what you do?
I want people to get something out of what they do. So they feel better, they feel more at peace, they feel stronger, they feel more confident. So there's so much more to like a bicep curl, but it's just not just a bicep curl. It's a way to make you stand taller, to feel more confident about yourself, to be able to be proud. Like there's just that is to make people a little happier, find a little more joy, um, and really find themselves.
Hmm. Excellent. Excellent.
Mhm.
Anything else that you want to say about your life, wellness, VWell, the future of everything we're doing?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. So whatever the future holds with VWell or just in general, our well-being and life, I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to growing and learning and always evolving too.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this and one of our
Mhm.
founding experts and the first guest on our podcast.
I know it's fantastic. Thanks so much for having me on. I really enjoyed myself. Thank you. Appreciate it, Edward.
Thanks for joining us on the VWell podcast. If you enjoyed this conversation, please share it, subscribe, and stay connected at vwellnow.com. See you next time.